Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, type replay so we know you were here, okay? So I am Lynn Huber, and today we're going to talk about making the most of your newfound control now that you've set boundaries. So in the past couple of days, we've been talking about boundaries and how boundaries can, having boundaries in place can help you achieve more happiness and more personal satisfaction. We've talked about ways to set those boundaries. We've talked about ways to deal with the fallout when people push back against you in those boundaries. So today, let's talk about how to make the most of your newfound control. Because now that you're taking charge of your life and you're setting boundaries, then you're going to see a big difference in your life. It's going to be huge. So creating your own limitations is basically, it's a self-aware act, right? It can be incredibly beneficial for your own welfare. You're going to be more aware of your needs and your feelings, and you're going to understand that those feelings are your own and not tied to any person or environment. And so you're going to know, or you're going to learn to know exactly what it is you want and what's best for you. And that's huge. So many of us, when faced with what do you want? We're like, I don't know, because you're so busy trying to take care of everybody else. And so as you set your own boundaries, now you're going to know, you're going to start to learn what's right for you. What is it you want? What makes you feel good? And those are huge. Those are really huge. But so it starts with you, but then it moves out from there. You're going to be a better person because you're also going to be looking out for other people's boundaries. You're going to recognize maybe when you've overstepped somebody else's boundaries. And so you're going to be able to tone down whatever it is you're doing or alter your behavior so that you're more pleasant to be around, right? And the same holds true for others. Because by having boundaries yourself, everyone else is eventually going to feel more at ease with you because you're no longer going to be stewing about their behavior. And you're not going to be acting passive aggressive in retaliation for it or avoiding them. And instead, you're going to be pleasant to be around because you're happier, your boundaries are being respected, and you just have so much less stress. And people are going to have a better idea of what it is that you want, right? They're not going to be walking on eggshells trying to figure out how to not set you off because you've made it clear to them and they can interact with ease. With ease now that you've told them. So because you're going to be free of all the disruptions and inconveniences that your boundaries cleared up for you, it's really imperative that you learn how to use this newfound power for good. Use it for your benefit, right? So you want to take the time, money, and space that you've regained and do something good with it. Maybe if you apply to more self-care in your life, or maybe now you can apply it to more self-care in your life. If you lacked boundaries before, chances are you were always taking care of everyone else's needs and not your own. So now you can take the time to take care of you and take care of your own needs. You can unwind. You can schedule a massage or you can do nothing if that's what you want, and you don't have to feel any guilt about it. It's you. You're the one that is important, and you get to spend your time doing what it is you want to do. So imagine your life without all the unnecessary obligations that just because you started exercising your right to say no, right? That's going to free you up for more opportunity to do the activities and the work and whatever it is that you really want to do. So take those lessons learned, and I know this has been a process, so take the lessons you've learned along the way and start to apply them to other areas of your life. Setting boundaries isn't a comfortable experience. It's not easy. We all know that. But as you get better and better at it, be proud of having that protective voice. Be proud of what you're accomplishing. And then use it in other areas of your life, such as asking for what you need. Right? Maybe in other areas of life, maybe you need things like maybe you need a raise for all the hard work you've been doing in your job. Or maybe you're in a romantic relationship that you want to take to the next level. Well, now that you've set those boundaries and now that you're clear about what you want, you know what you want, you can ask for it. So maybe you can ask, maybe now's the time to take that romantic relationship to the next level or get that raise or whatever. Your voice is going to feel a lot more powerful now because you've learned how to declare without apology how you want your life to unfold for you. That is so powerful. And people are either going to listen and comply, or they're going to remove themselves from your life, which opens you up for new opportunities and increased personal satisfaction. I mean, really, if they're not willing to respect your boundaries, then you don't really want them in your life. And so if they're listening and complying, that's wonderful, right? If they're listening and hearing and saying, that's not really what I want, and they remove themselves from your life, well, it might be sad, but maybe they shouldn't have been there in the first place. So now it's just going to open you up. It's going to open you up to new opportunities and increase personal satisfaction. So, hey, I want to hear from you. What ideas do you have to make the most of your newfound control? What's worked for you? Get below and share with us. I would love to hear your thoughts. This is my last one today on boundaries. So I think we've already hammered it to death. So anyway, I hope you found it helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts. So please share them below. And I will be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.